Hoş geldiniz to everyone from Adana. Today is my first morning in the city and I already ate my breakfast in a Riva luxury hotel. To be honest, luxury is only in the name of this hotel. It is a quite basic one, but anyway, it wasn't so bad. So now, after this morning, I am going to explore the city and to see some sights of Adana. Today is a very warm day here, and I can say that the climate here is really hot. You can also see on the nature of this place, and you can find a lot of cactuses here, some succulents, and of course they can grow so high only in some really hot regions. It is definitely not a very tourist city, and even when I'm walking here and filming some videos, a lot of people they just stop and look at me. So I think that this situation isn't so common in Adana. But anyway, the people are very friendly here, and only good emotions that are connected with some small talks and small communications. But what is not so pleasant is about road situation and about parking, because uh, if you will be walking by foot here, usually you will find a lot of cars that are parked in different places, and also in some places for pedestrians. So when you will be walking here, it will be in some way like a game where you need to find your place and your road to the destination. And if in the beginning it can be even funny, after half of an hour you will be full of it. And of course, parking situation isn't the best part of the city so far. I stayed in Adana, really close to the historical center, but it looks completely different. It is a modern part of the city, some modern buildings here. Anyway, you can also find some green zones and some parks here too.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I look good and that I'm doing fine, but nothing ever changes. And now I see, baby, you are hurting me.
So now it is the start of an old town. To be honest, I can't see a lot of some old buildings right now, but the feelings and emotions that you can find here is completely different, because it looks more like a big market here, and it is also more crowded. This change took place after I crossed a big road that separates historical center from a more modern part of the city, and the vibe is completely different. You can find a lot of small picturesque views here. Even nothing really special in them, but they are so local, so different, and it's the vibe that you want to find in a traditional Turkish city.
Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. I know you play your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know if you don't need me?
Now I stopped to buy a local drink, and it's a sherbet, a licorice sherbet. To be honest, now will be a weird situation, because I really hate licorice. It's one of the plants that I dislike so much, and even in different variations, like with chocolate or some others, like some sweets, it's completely not mine, not mine part of food. But this guy who was selling this drink, licorice sherbet, which is quite popular in this region, he was so charming, and the whole atmosphere was so unique that I decided to buy it and to drink it. I can't say that it was a pleasant experience for me because this taste of licorice is with me even after some minutes when I already tried the drink. But of course, if someone likes the taste of licorice, I think this sherbet will be a good drink for him or for her. And here you can find a lot of guys who are selling this drink. I think it's really local and so popular here. When this guy was selling licorice sherbet to me, he also said that it's like local Coca-Cola, Adana's Coca-Cola. And also he said some words about some healthy sides of this drink. I think that it was mentioned that it will be good for your stomach and maybe also for some other part of your body. Of course, I'm not sure if it's true, but I am sure that the reputation of this drink is really high here.
I know you play your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know if you don't need me? Just let me know and I'll go. I know you play your part, 'cause I go, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know if you don't need me? Just let me know and I'll go.
I can also say that Adana is a very contrast city. You can find some modern building from one side of the street, and from another one will be some really old mosque or some other building that is here for centuries and centuries. It is also mixed with its unique traffic, with some cars from the past, and also very interesting people with their own look, traditional look. You can also see it somewhere, find some green zones here, and it looks so nice that you are happy just to walk here and just to explore some small streets of this city. So I can definitely say that if you want to explore some exotic places, you don't need to go somewhere really far away from Europe to some parts of Asia or other regions of the world. You can even go to Turkey and spend some times in some tourist places, tourist destinations like Fethiye or Bodrum, Izmir or Antalya, and then just spend several days in a very local traditional Turkish city like Adana that will have a vibe of eastern city, and it will be also looking unique, and you can live a lot of interesting moments here. If we will be talking about some sides of the city, yeah, I found some mosques right now, but to be honest, the main part of the city for me is not about some building or some site. Yeah, you can find some really nice objects. I heard that you can find here even Roman Empire period bridge that looks absolutely stunning, and I will also go here today. But even without visiting some sites, this city will definitely impress you. You just need to go to some more traditional parts of it and to see how everyone lives here, how everyone looks here, what do they do, and so on, so on.
I'm feeling low. Want you to know I ain't got much to show. Baby, I'm slow. Gonna creep into my eyes, snail show until the spring liberates me from my
Today wasn't the best day for me to visit some really old mosques of Adana because it's so hot outside that I dressed in not appropriate way to visit some mosques. But now I am going to one of the main attractions of the city, and it's Buyuk Saat. Buyuk Saat is kind of local Big Ben. It is a clock tower, and it is one of the symbols of the city, and it is also located in a very local part of the city where you can also find a lot of small shops that are selling some food and also some different goods.
And that's not a place where you would like to go. I've got cigarettes and brandy, which could come in handy if you just help me loosen up my hand grenades fuse. Baby, don't refuse my truth, but it's up to you now to choose. I want you to stay true to what's right for you, no matter who. Oh, and know what will others
The day is really hot, and now is the time for me to sit and just to relax in the shadows of the trees. And I ordered some coffee, Turkish coffee, of course, for me. And this place is really nice. It is close to Buyuk Saat. And I also want to say a couple of words about Turkish workers and especially about the age of Turkish workers, because in different parts of this country you can find a lot of kids that are also working here, and it looks really nice because they are happy, they are working with their families, with their parents. Yes, usually they don't do some complicated work, they just wash something, or they can bring coffee, for example, for you. Not something too hard, but even from their childhood, they are already working, they are doing something, and I think in the way how it is made in Turkey, it looks really nice. I can say that in some way it can even be close to some game, because even what I remember from my childhood, I also wanted to help my parents and also to do something, and I also had some possibilities like that, and now I can remember this part of my life as a really good one, and here in Turkey you can find something similar to that, and it looks great.
I was hungry in the morning, an empty wallet in my sides, just looking through the skyline to the diamonds in her eyes. Well, this lonely world can be so cruel, but I'm happy just to share it with you. May all of our dreams come true.
So now I came to this old bridge. It is a bridge from the Roman Empire, and now it looks the same as it was 2000 years ago. I can say that the view of this bridge is so lovely, and it is mixed with a new modern mosque, which you can also find on the background. And as for me, it is always a pleasure to see some old buildings, some old objects that are working even now because this bridge is in usage and it is like a continuity between different periods of history.
This lonely world can be so cruel, but I'm happy just to share it with you. May all of our dreams come true.
I already said in this video that in Adana you can find a really contrast part of the city, and I want to mention it once again because now I came to a trade center of the city and you can find a lot of different shops. Yes, some of them are from Turkish brands, but you can also find some brands like Starbucks or some other brands that are present everywhere, and it is a very modern trading center which looks completely the same as some trading center in Europe or in some other country. And I also like this in Adana that some modern parts of the city are also present here. It is already evening and now I came to Central Park of the city near River Sheikhan just to spend some time, and I also want to mention something about bikes of the city because a lot of people they drive bikes here, and usually it is for one or maybe for two persons, but anyway you can find a lot of situations when on this bike rides the whole family. It can be a father, a mother, and also two or three children. It is a very weird situation for me, but it looks that only for me it is weird because all locals they are okay with that, and I also didn't see any problems with such traffic here, so I can say that it's one of the local features that you should just accept. But from my point of view, local traffic isn't the pleasant part of the city because usually you can find some crossroads that are without traffic lights, or even when they are with traffic lights, you can wait so long just to pass some small road, and a lot of locals they just go without any lights, and usually, especially if it is some big road, you need to go to some traffic island in the center of this road and then to wait some other time to pass through this road. I also said about parking issues in the city, and it's not going better for me after I spent some hours here. It is really a hard part of walking in Adana because you need to swim through these cars, and it can be really tiresome. But of course, it's only a small inconvenience here, and the most part of the city is really friendly. You will like it if you will come here because the vibe of the city it is a pleasant one. You can also find some really local parts of it that is so different from other cities and regions, even of Turkey. And here is a nice place to come to spend some days here and just to relax in this old ancient city with a Turkish vibe and Turkish traditional lifestyle. At the end of the day, I decided to come once again to the same restaurant that I visited yesterday. It is Buyuk Adana Kebab, and if you will come to Adana, I can highly recommend this restaurant. It is a quite a new restaurant because I think that they opened only a month ago or something like that. But you can find so delicious dishes here. For me, each meat dish that I tried here was just perfect. And there are a lot of different side dishes, some mezes that are made so nice that I came here second day in a row. I dislike to visit the same places in my travels. I do it only in some exceptional situations, but I think that this situation is really exceptional because the quality of this food is so nice, and this food is really a traditional one, but also with some modern trends, and it all mix together perfectly. So it was my second day here in Adana, and as for now, I really love the city. I also have some time to be here. Tomorrow, I will also visit some new places in Adana. So subscribe to this channel to see a new video from Adana, and after that, I will also explore some other parts of Turkey. So I hope to see you once again, and that's all for today. Have a nice day. Bye.